The doctors are in. This is Dr. Kendo and Dr. Cakenstein right here for our club. We are known just sort of within our club at least as a really synergetic duo. So you saw the builds right there. We're going up against Boothang Clan, and this is going to be a 2v2. So certainly we hope for the best. We are still running that defense Waluigi, but we do have this kind of speed Bowser with it. It's like speed, shooting, and strength, which is usually the triad that you don't get in this game, and that's why I love it. That's why Bowser, very good for this. So I'm going to be in that number 5 right here if it wasn't obvious. Cakenstein on that number 7. Again, usually pretty good synergy for people that aren't talking on any Discord together or anything like that. It's not always, like we're going to have to give a margin of error, right? So this Rosalina right there is really, really good at shooting. So Rosalina, Yoshi, we're going to kind of have up in the front most of the time. Now, it's not that Bowser can't kind of double as one of our shooters as well. And so Boothang Clan coming in pretty strong, pretty quick. They are going to put the pressure on us right here, so we're going to go ahead and just try to attempt to pass, and it's just a little bit more deflection in Season 2. So this is one thing I wanted to talk about is the differences, right? We've been seeing a lot of matches on this channel, at least in streams of Season 1, and then I took the break while we were in off-season, of course, and certainly Season 2 is now in full effect, and so this match actually comes from Day 2 of Season 2 if you're watching this not in real time. But anyway, right there's a nice lob, and gonna be the first goal of the match at 1 minute in. Good job to Cakenstein right there, Rosalina. I had the pass, he had the shot, so it was really just set up right. And so like I say, this team is putting on some good pressure right there. Lovely team tackles. We're gonna go ahead and transition to that fully charged shot right there for Bowser, which will be a score. So this is looking nice right here. So the task force, that's the name of our squad and our team and everything right here to definitely show a little bit stronger display, I would say, at this moment at least. And so Boothang Clan right here, they do have the chance to try to come back, but no, we are going to shut that down. So this is looking good right now so far. Certainly with 240, there is plenty of time left for anything to happen, but there's another pass. Now that's going to be our non-shooting Waluigi. Again, he's the defense. He's the wall Luigi build. That's what we call it. We do have a video all about that build and just sort of like the shortcomings and the strengths and stuff. So definitely check that out on the channel here. Maybe it's going to be in the annotations right there. We're going to knock out Boom Boom's carcass and then go ahead and get on in there with Yoshi. So that's going to be a nice score once again for the task force. And so we are lighting it up right here with 3-0. This is, Boothang Clan's got to get something going. They are going to use a star. It was a little bit early, but that's still going to give them enough chance. That's how you're going to use the star. Some people think like I'm going to use the star when I'm charging up for my Hyper Strike. You got to know, if you do not know this, that will actually nullify the star. So the star is going to disappear. You could just start it right then. So that orb obviously very much landing within their advantage right there. So unfortunately, I'm going to tackle a little bit early, and they're running a pretty good defense. Luckily, we've got the items right there to back it up, man. And so obviously hitting Bowser Carcass right here is tough because then the Boothang Clan can go ahead and get possession, and they can score with that Yoshi. And so now with the starting whistle here at the 2-minute mark, we are in a little bit more pressure now. This has become a totally different match, and so that's good. We want to see that from a spectator's point of view, maybe. Not so much if I was playing this live and everything. So certainly that can indicate to you that I am doing this post-commentary. I'm trying to make this a little bit more, I guess, dramatic and everything like that. I obviously have played the match once, but look at this, up and over. That's going to be great. So Yoshi with the perfect shot. We chained it with the pass from Waluigi, so that is wonderful. And that Waluigi, it doesn't have good passing stats. It's just that you can still pull off a lot of things with it. With that speed kind of comes a lot of opportunities. I would say that the pass would normally, it might make up for that, right? That lack of passing. So here we go. The pressure is on, really on both sides. It's just been a little bit back and forth, even though the score does advantage Task Force right now. So yet again, the orb is going to land with them. They ran a pretty good defense last time, but this time we could just totally come in with the mushroom out the gate, and Wall Luigi can go ahead and smack that. You know what. So there we go. Man, set up wonderfully. So Bowser going to nail that goal right here. So this is much better for Task Force because this now puts them outside of hyper range. So even if they got the hyper, they still would not be leading. So they are going to actually try for it, of course, and they are going to do exactly the thing that I said not to do. So they used the... Okay, no, I'm lying. Actually, Bowser used that star. So totally my fault. I was just totally thinking that they tried the star on the hyper and it did not work. Look at me attempting the team tackle. They will obviously block that with the Boom Boom Carcass. It would have been nice to have a deflection. It just didn't go that far, and sometimes those do roll in, so we have seen those goals work out plenty of times, you know, when you got that high shooting stat right there from Yoshi and Rosalina on this team on the black squad. So yet again, they're going to go ahead and get the orb there for Boothang Clan. Looks like I'm trying to reset, reposition essentially for a shot, and it looks like then we can actually use a banana, really just trying anything to stop. We know that the hyper strike they were trying, you know, and oftentimes a team can do this. You really want to get into the psychology of this moment where definitely you see the clock digits in red, you know, it's kind of like putting a lot of pressure on the team that's losing, and so sometimes they do get in their head a little bit. They panic a little bit more than they normally would, and so in that respect, it's kind of good for us on the black team. We can see with that panic that they really did try to get off the hyper when it probably didn't really advantage them to try it, and so that was good positioning for them. They did not use their red shell, and so that would have been a thing, is, you know, maybe bust that red shell out beforehand, because that was really their last ditch effort. And so the task force, we're gonna sweep on through, ladies and gentlemen, and come up with that victory. So very nicely done. So that's me, Dr. Kendo, and Cakenstein, ladies and gentlemen. Call it like it is, Season 2 victory right here. We are currently, as I record this, top 14, I believe. We're in the top 14 or 15 squads. Go ahead, click an end screen on screen to see another one, and thanks for viewing.